so hopefully the audio is better for you guys and you can probably tell the difference. Got a new mic set up inside here, using a new mic and extension. Come on please. Oh my god, you could have made that easily. But yeah, that's that. So it's the beginning of the end, I guess, for Inferior125riderhd. Today I passed my Module 1 test on a 47 brake horsepower restricted bike, and subsequently I will be changing bike in the coming weeks. I'm going to be selling this bike.
Oh hell no!
And I know I'm going to live to regret it someday. These were like my prime years in motorbiking, you know. This was my first experience, my first vehicle of my own, you know. So it represents a golden era for me, you know. Still got a fiver in my pocket. Right. So it gives me 4.24 litres. So I get 0.2 litres extra. And I still get 100 miles. So I've been learning to ride at Riderhd, where I did my CBT and CBT renewal from as well. They're really great guys, taught me really well. I've been riding for 2 years, so I did the 4-session course, but I might still do another session for area training. That's basically where they take you to the test centre, so Enfield, and they show you around the area and show you the like tough spots where most candidates fail. So I might do that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I've been learning on an XJ6, and Smokey Bar, another motor vlogger, has just purchased one of those after training on them as well. And I have to say, they're a very good bike. I mean, apart from the obvious stuff that, you know, every motorbike school bike has, is that excessively high mileage, and you can tell the bike looks a bit tired, and like, for example, when you get to a certain point in the rev range, the speedo starts vibrating because of its natural frequency. So yeah, the bike's a bit like 40 grand miles on it. It's only like 4 or 5 years old, and yeah, it's showing its age. But in terms of engine, the engine is absolutely brilliant, you know. It pulls like a train even in restricted form, and it's quite addicting. Like, every time I get back on my bike to go back home, which is a 5-minute ride, my bike feels so slow and laboured, and everything just feels wrong, even the riding position. Let's spam him again, you know, just to piss him off a bit. The brakes on this are really weird. Like, after using the XJ6, the brakes on this feel absolutely shit. There's nothing, and then there's everything. So you end up being really jerky. Like, the XJ6s are nice and progressive and give you a bit, like a fair bit of feel. These give you literally zero amount of feel. Still my noble steed, you know, I'm still gonna miss her. I mean, the 2 years we've spent together, there's been some of the best in my life, you know. I look back to when I did my CBT and when I bought this bike, you know. I think of it as one of the definitive like decisions in my life. Like that if I hadn't have done this, my life would be so different right now. Before I took my training, I didn't really use the front brake that much, if I'm honest. I used to plan my route such that I would downshift and use engine braking quite a lot, and the rear brake a bit, and a bit of the front brake just to bring me to a stop at the end. But since I got my training, I learned that that wasn't quite the best thing to do, so started using the front. And now that I've been training on the XJ6, the brakes on this seem awful. But you know, what can you do? It's only a 125. I mean, seeing that I spent 1,600 on it when it was new 2 years ago, I've done 2,500 miles on it, which is basically nothing. But I've gained experience on it, and now coming to sell it, I reckon I can get £1,200 out of it, no problem. There's no real fault to it, no dents, dings or anything apart from this tank, which the dealer never ever replaced. 1,200 should be alright, and consider that £400 for 2 years worth of motoring and minimal maintenance, you know. Didn't have to spend money on any parts or all that stuff. It's been perfect, no problems whatsoever. Jacket today. I wore my Alpinestars air jacket, and it's raining and it's quite cold. And like it's wetting everything. Oh my god! I'm freezing right now. That's why I'm convinced. You can't buy this jacket and think you can use it in because no, you definitely cannot.